Here we go, our first MMA fighter of the night. Fight number 4 here, Thailand Fighting Championship, fight night 4. Tan Chai Lim in the red against Patcharida in the blue. Singapore against Thailand. Tan Chai Lim fighting out of Singapore, came in specifically for this bout against Patcharida. Both girls making their MMA debuts here. Oh, Patcharida grabbing that rope, although a referee not checking it out here. Tan Chai Lim has got that lock right over her body. Try and take Patcharida down, although Patcharida is still holding on to the ropes. Referee sees it right there. Finally calling on Patcharida to stop grabbing the ropes. Ooh, both girls trading strong knees in that clinch there. Tan Chai Lim with the strong body lock there. Being cornered by Rahim Rahman, MMA pioneer in Singapore. Tan Chai Lim wearing, puts her weight on Patcharida to take her down. Right into half guard as Patcharida gets on her back. Tan Chai Lim, a blue belt. Oh, Patcharida tries to bump her, but Tan Chai Lim able to use that to get right into full mount as our referee Trent Girdham puts him right back a little bit closer to the center of the action. Tan Chai Lim right on top into full mount here, looking for some space to go for the punches, and goes in. Whoop. Patcharida really not knowing what to do here, trying to go for her oompa. Tan Chai Lim really making her pay with that ground and pound there. Threw in a couple elbows earlier as Patcharida tries to take her right onto the ropes, maybe hoping for the referee to kind of restart here. Tan Chai Lim trying to create space, looking for space for her punches. Patcharida's she's really got to work on her defense here. Got to figure out a way to stop having these punches rain down on her. Oh, Tan Chai Lim just wailing on her. Patcharida hip bumping her to make sure Tan Chai Lim's hands keep on the ground, because if they're on the ground, they're not hitting her, but Tan Chai Lim still able to kind of use her weight to stay on top and just hammer away at Patcharida. Oh, Patcharida goes able to come out. Nope, gives her right for the armbar. Prime for the armbar.
She's got to roll, yes!
Jumps over.
You gotta get up and get him. No!
Armbar right there. Let's see if Patcharida's gonna tap out here. That looks strong there. Patcharida puts that
stand up.
Still stands up. And goes for that guillotine. Almost out of the ring there.
That was quite impressive for Patcharida. Yeah. You could tell there's a significant muscle mass on Tan Chai Lim.
Showed a lot of toughness there. Now this is probably where Patcharida wants to keep the fight. Clearly coming out of Thailand with much more of a stand-up skill set.
Tan Chai Lim closed it in on the pommel. About to throw her to the ground.
Tan Chai Lim here with that body lock right up against the corner here. That neutral corner tries to throw Patcharida down, able to keep her balanced for just a moment before Tan Chai Lim's able to kind of trip her down into half guard again. Tan Chai Lim wants to have, has her hand right over her mouth. As Patcharida trying to move in for a full mount. For a full guard here.
She's got to close the guard. Oh, that was
Tan
an
Chai
easy
Lim,
pass.
Beautiful pass right there.
Easy
And
pass.
once again, back into full mount here. Tan Chai Lim dominating this first round here. We're going to keep staying on top. try and land more strikes as we come to the end of our first round. Here in our first MMA fight of the night, here at Thailand Fighting Championship Fight Night 4, Thachai Lim fighting out of Singapore, making her MMA debut against Patcharida fighting out of Thailand. Krungtep Mahanakorn fighting out of Bangkok, making her MMA debut as well. What do you think of that first round?
I'm pretty shocked that the Thai didn't get submitted by that armbar, to tell you the truth. So I'm real game. I mean, she's coming out of wild card jam, Tommy Hayden. I'm gonna have to be back down there. I want you guys to keep it steady and smooth just on the commentary. We don't need to go too over the boat, jokey, or if you will. I think this is a great fight. Again, the Singaporean girl, fitness level. Look at those Ronnie Boulder shoulders. She's jacked, and yet again, the Thai not giving up, all heart. Very excited for round 2. I'm hoping that they keep it on their feet for a little bit longer. Yeah, that's what I got for you, brother. Be back in a moment.
Which gym does Patcharida fight out of?
Sorry?
Which gym does Patcharida, well, how do you say her name?
Patcharida.
Patcharida fight.
Fighting out of Wild Card Gym in Bangkok.
What is it called?
Wild Card Gym in Bangkok.
Wild Card Gym.
Shout out to Tommy Hayden up there.
Ah.
Full Metal Mercenary. Here we go, round 2 between these girls. 2 debut MMA fighters. Patcharida probably wants to keep this fight on the feet. Thachai Lim fighting out of Singapore. Able to take Patcharida down 2 times in that first round. Get into full mount and go for the ground and pounder. She level changes, goes straight for the takedown. Pretty easy takedown there for Thachai Lim. Referee Trent Girdham stands him up. Trent Girdham, referee Trent was Coach Trent on Friday night and won championship if you were paying attention and watching.
Oh.
All 3 of his fighters winning. Coaching Gusto and Fabricio Andrade to knockout wins in the first round.
That was an impressive win by Fabricio. That was like
shout
another
out to Fabricio Andrade. Just an amazing liver kick win in the first round. Just over a minute and a half. Didn't need much time, but Thachai Lim taking advantage once again of Patcharida's inexperience in the grappling department, taking her down at will. Gets into side control with that shoulder pressure. Thachai Lim just looking for any excuse to cut it, any bit of space to exploit. Ooh. Oh, that pins down, staples down that arm for a moment. Patcharida using, just oopaing out, trying to make sure that she can at least get space of her own to get out, but Thachai Lim making it very difficult.
You can tell Thachai Lim has been training with wrestling, you know?
Yeah, she's,
yeah,
her grappling is just shutting everything down for Patcharida. Patcharida showing a lot of heart. Really surprised she didn't tap to the armbar in the first round, just like John Nutt mentioned, just in between rounds. Referee restarting the action here. Right back up top on their feet. Patcharida wants this. Goes downstairs, Patcharida does. Little teep there from Thachai Lim out of Singapore.
Look at the back of Thachai.
That's a strong back.
Yeah, goddamn.
She's built for this. Thachai Lim taking her time. Doesn't feel any sense of urgency here. I think she's kind of already sealed up the first round. I think she's already sealed up the second round, unless Patcharida can kind of, knock down Thachai Lim. I think one knockdown would be good here, but Thachai Lim taking advantage of the exchange here, bringing down Patcharida.
Back to the same position.
Back at the half guard.
Back in the half guard. She needs to close the half guard just to maintain position, because the last time we saw that, Thachai Lim easily passed with ease.
It's a very strong position for MMA, especially on top. If you're in the half guard from the top, You're pinning down your opponent, half of their body. You're pinning down that hip right there. See, right there, this is a good position for Tan Chai Lim. She's pinning down Patcharida's half of her body. At the same time, she has enough space to to deliver power punches. And if Patcharida doesn't get at least on her side, or there you go, that's what she needs to do. She has to have that knee shield and just push away Tan Chai Lim. But if she's not enough, I don't think if she had combined that with just a little bit of a turning of her hip, she might have been at least able to work her way up. But this is very difficult. Tan Chai Lim moving right into the full mount here.
You see what I mean, JP? Like, just by looking in the... Just by looking at that ground control, you can see her legs didn't wrap, make it easy for Tan Chai Lim to just pass on top. Same thing's gonna happen. If Patcharida goes in and attacks with her kicks and ends up on the clinch, same thing was gonna happen. In the last 2 attempts, Tan Chai Lim is gonna take her down back to half guard position. Watch. Patcharida's gotta use her punches.
Tan Chai Lim coming in aggressive there. Nice elbow there from Patcharida.
Yes, but this is what she should be doing. This is what she should be doing.
That's it. That's the end of the second round. It's safe to say that Tan Chai Lim probably easily won these first 2 rounds, although Patcharida showing a tremendous heart. And I think towards the end of that second round, I think she could look at that as inspiration and see that as her key to victory. She has to come out gangbusters and try to knock out Tan Chai Lim, or at least be able to knock her down, to keep her down. Maybe even knock her out when she's on the ground.
Yeah, as you can see in the last 10 seconds of that fight, Patcharida swings with elbows and a flurry of punches, and it overwhelmed Tan Chai Lim, causing her to backpedal for a bit to regroup herself, and that might be the key to her victory in the third round. You know,
Tan Chai Lim's been able to stay patient and use the space to her advantage. Whenever Patcharida is not going forward, because of the fact that Tan Chai Lim is able she's proven that she can take down Patcharida, it works in her favor. That space, Tan Chai Lim can utilize that to take down Patcharida once again, and I think Patcharida just needs to go much more aggressive here and go for broke here.
I noticed Patcharida's coach gestured an elbow, so we might see a flurry of elbows coming from Patcharida.
I think what will work for Patcharida is going for that high clinch and just working elbows from there, trying to keep her hips away at the same time. And as soon as they separate, go for an elbow or a head kick if she can.
Yeah, it looks like Patcharida's up.
Tan Chai Lim coming in and cracking her with 2 straight rights right there. Again, both girls making their debut. Tan Chai Lim, once she's got that body lock right, that gable grip wrapped right around her waist, she's gonna take her down, trip her, lands on top, likely in half guard.
Again, backed into half guard.
Yep.
She's gotta maintain control. Oh, they stand back up. Interesting.
Almost all her takedowns except for 1, maybe 2, have been trips. Body lock trips. Tan Chai Lim with her hands down here.
Patcharida's got to go for broke here.
Remember that with those TFC rules, because we're in the ring, the ties, again, if they go to the ground, they go outside. We do not bring them in and slide them in that they do in Pride or Ryzen or something like that. We stand them back up. In Thailand, stand-up fighting is, again, it's really relative, right?
Yes.
They want it more. So at the rules meeting, again, anybody that was told that if they went to the ground and it came sliding fast, especially if somebody's shrimping out or getting away or trying to run, anything under the ropes that was going to get stopped was going to be brought to a standing position.
That's good to know.
Patcharida with a couple low kicks. This is why the crowd is completely on her side here. Obviously, we're in Thailand. Oh, nice knee there. This crowd coming alive with a couple of kicks, but Thailand just used that as an entry to take down Patcharida again. This time in an open half guard. Patcharida not utilizing. What Patcharida needs to do is back out just a little bit, use that other butterfly hook to push her away. Easier said than done, of course. Thailand clearly much heavier than she looks. Looks like a ball of muscle here. Gets right into full mount, looking for that ground and pound.
Thailand passes Patcharida's full guard position. Now has full mount. Looking for an armbar, I think. Oh, back to punches.
Back to that ground and pound right there. Oh. Yin working with her elbows now. A couple shots in the head as she stays in mount. Keeping that pressure tight. Moves her knees right up that body in that high mount. Patcharida having her arms trapped here. Thailand's trying to trap her arm to kind of make sure that there's nothing to block her punches. Patcharida still fighting off her back.
Patcharida needs to start shrimping, basically. Leaving her hands up in the air like that makes it easy for Thailand to see for wrist control. Or
because Thailand is in such a high mount right here, even if Patcharida turns, she's going to give up not just her back, she's going to give up that arm.
Yes.
It makes it so easy to get that arm bar. But she has proven that she can get out of it. She got out of it in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
She cannot, yeah, there you go. She cannot pull down Thailand. So a lot of people do in these positions. That's the last thing you want to do, is to keep that pressure on top of you. Thailand just doing a beautiful job of staying on top, making sure she's still on this full mount. And working that ground and pound. Just a few seconds left here in this third round of this debut fight for both ladies here at Thailand Fighting Championship Fight Night 4. Here we go. We're going to go to the judges' scorecards here. 3 judges right outside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, one round of applause for both these warriors. There are no losers in this territory. If you fight, we give you the utmost respect. No losers, but there has to be aware of that after 3 5 rounds of ladies MMA action, no winner via judges' unanimous decision, Shi Yin.
Yin takes the win for Singapore. MMA debut fight.
Humble and modest you are. We'll get you back there soon enough. One round of applause for this young lady.
Congratulations to Yin for winning her first MMA fight. And we'll be right back right after